Hi guys, it's Tom from Untitled Customs back again. We've got a Lian B71 in for review today. I'm quite excited actually because this is the first review I've been asked to do by Lian. Right, we'll get straight down to it. Basically, the B71 is an update or a revamp of the old A70 and A71 series. And there's a few things that they've updated on the case. Now, when I first saw the updates, or at least when I first read about the updates that they were planning, I really wasn't impressed. I was quite worried it was going to lose the Lian feel. Lian's always been about just clean-cut works, just very clean and simple. They don't over-clutter things generally, as you can with some cases. Too many little, almost like toys for the kids to play with. So I was a bit worried it was going to lose that feel. Excuse me. But we'll talk about what I think about these updates in a moment. We'll move around to the front of the case. Straight away, you can see there's a big door on the front. Behind the door there is actually two 140mm fans. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 optical drive bays. The bottom optical drive bay's got a 3.5-inch adapter built in, and the B71 actually ships with an optical drive blank. So you basically, it's you just press the button and the CD drive ejects. This before with the A series and all the other Lian's was actually an optional extra, which was like £10 or £15 to buy. So it's good that they're actually shipping with these now. The B71, one of the main features of it is it's got 7 hot swap bays in the front, which are obviously actively cooled by the fans that I spoke about. The door's lockable, so you can just pop it out. The fans have actually got a switch inside that you can select low, medium and high as well, so that's quite good. You've only got to pop the door open to be able to change it. And the hard drives have got tabs to lock them in place. You literally, I'll bring the camera in a second and show you. Here we go. The hard drives have got tabs down the side, so you can lock them in place, and essentially you just lift them up and they slide out. So you slide them out and you slide them back in. All you've got to do is give them a push so that it'll locate on the power and the data at the back. That's it done. And there you can see at the side the low, medium and high settings for the fans. While I've got you off the tripod, I'll walk you around some of the other features. There's the power and reset on the top, and then, so there we go, you can see better there. Basically we've got the eSATA, you've got Firewire, 4 USBs, then mic and headphone. If we go around to the back, yeah, around to the back. This is one of the features that I wasn't too sure whether it would work on this case. This is a feature that was on the V2010 and the Lian V2000. And yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, but basically what you do is you undo that, pull to unlock, and then that's it, your door's off. Now the back of the door, I'll show you quickly, trying to do this all with one hand, is actually, you've got sound deadening foam there on the back, help keep the noise down. Put the door on the floor. There you go. If you look up the top, you can see the locating rail there that I said about. Now the other thing that I wasn't too sure about when I first read about it was this. Basically these are the PCI lock-in brackets. A few manufacturers have gone down the route of this and I've really not liked the feel of them. They've just been cheap, tacky, they didn't really do the job very well. But these have got a really nice quality clunk, both when they're fully opened and when they're fully closed. And once they've locked in place, it's not going anywhere. So I really like this. Really, it's very, yeah, I think it just looks really, really nice. The other thing I was worried about was the hot swap bay in the front. I was worried that it would restrict airflow too much. Now, straight away you can see that there's plenty of cutouts for the air to escape out the back. You've got cutouts all the way down the side for the air that's blowing over the hard drives to escape out the side. Also, the hot swap bay is sat quite a lot over to, as you look at the front, it's sat a lot over to the right. So, you get quite a lot of the fan still exposed from the side. So you still get a fair amount of airflow blowing down the side here to be able to feed the rest of the case, excuse me, with cool air. Right, I'm going to stick you back up on the tripod. Something I was disappointed about with the case was cable mounting holes. There's only one in the bottom for you to put the power supply holes like through to the back, but because of where it's located on the motherboard tray, my power supply actually covers that hole, so you have to do a bit of jiggery pokery to get it round the back. There's no more holes in the motherboard tray to be able to poke wires through, so you have to do it the long way and come all the way down the side, so that's not great for tidiness. But as far as performance is concerned, the case performs really well. Obviously there's quite a lot of room in here for the air to move and for the rest of the parts to breathe as well. The graphics cards were idling about 49 degrees, and they were maxing out about 67, 68 degrees. The quad, because there's a Q6600 underneath this, I do forget to tell you sometimes, but this is I use the same hardware for every case review. So yeah, essentially there's a Q6600 underneath this, and the quad was idling about 37, 38 degrees, and it was maxing out about 57, 58 degrees, so that was pretty good. Back on the Nexus, because there was just about room. So you've got, to reiterate, there's 7 hard drive bays in the front in the hot swap, but you've also got another 3 extra at the back here with another 120mm fan. And yeah, I do quite like. I could see quite a lot of people using this as like a home server, or like a workstation or something like that, or for someone that just wants an uber quiet computer, but with the obviously the easy access to the hard drives. So that's part 1 of the B71 review. What I'm going to do now is do something slightly different, and yeah, so come back for part 2 and we'll try something new.